The Fix.
What's good? Welcome to The Fix. I'm your host, Marc The Dreamer, and today's topic is going to be, should a man be a full provider or go 50-50? So now, right before we get into it, I want to introduce my panelists. So, as always, for the ladies, we have Daph. Goddess Daph. Oh, I like the energy.
Okay.
And then for the fellas, I have Cadet.
That's it. That's all we got. Cadet. Yep.
All right, my panelists are going to be given each side from each perspective. So Daph is going to be given the women's perspective on this topic, and Cadet is going to give the man's perspective.
I say
So
goddess,
now,
remember?
The goddess, my apologies.
Yes, thank you.
So now, ladies first as always, should a man be a full provider or go 50-50?
No pressure.
Talk to me, goddess.
I have many reasons why I'm going to say what I'm going to say.
Go ahead.
But because I can't give an in-between answer, I would say a sole provider. And I'll explain why later.
All right, so full provider. Cadet, talk for the fellas, man.
Listen, man, 50-50 is okay, all right? Because the thing is, I'm going to give my reasons later as well, but it goes a lot deeper than that. I mean, but at the end of the day, I feel like it should be 50-50. That's
All
it.
right, so we have the fellas saying 50-50, and we have the ladies saying full provider. So now what we do in The Fix is we actually try to get the Orlando side of things when it comes to the topic. So our topic today is, should a man go full providing or 50-50? So right now we're going to go to the Orlando Street team, and they're going to tell us exactly what the Orlando Street feel about this topic. So we'll be back.
I wouldn't say the male should pay 100% by itself. I don't personally believe in that, like just sitting on my and then my man just pays for everything. But I do think he should pay more than what I pay.
Should men be a full provider of 50-50? Men should be a full provider. I think the Bible said in Genesis, men supposed to work for his hours because you're the man of this family. That means you have to work for that. You're the one who did that, so you have to take care of everything because when you're the man. If the girl working, have a better job for you, even the girl, even your wife, if she have a better opportunity like job for you, you have to take care of that. His money is his money, but your money is for the family.
50-50, because I don't think that it's right to put like all that responsibility on him. Because when you're putting all the responsibility on the guy, it's gonna give him extra added stress and stuff. So I think it should go 50-50 because girls that just sitting around doing nothing, I think that's extra lazy. I mean, like, I'm a girl, I would know, and I don't feel like that's the way it should work. If I had a boyfriend, I would want to go 50-50 with him. If we're going to eat, sure, he could treat me every once in a while, but I would like it if we went 50-50. I pay for him, he pays for me, and whatnot.
All right, welcome back. We just heard from the street of Orlando, and they told us what they thought about our topic. So our topic today is, should a man be a full provider or go 50-50 with their partner? Now, we are here today in because it's a different time. Women are working. Women are making an income, and sometimes they make more than the guys, all right? So that's the truth. Now, we're going to get into the reason why and how men and the women feel about it today. So right before we get into it, we're going to hear from the panelists. So what's going on, Cadet? Talk to me from the fella's perspective. Should a man be a full provider, 50-50? Your answer was that they should go 50-50.
Yeah.
Right? With their partner. So go in depth. Tell me more about that.
All right, so the thing is, right, when you get into a relationship, right, you a man, you're not. When you get into a relationship, as a man, if you're doing the right things that you should, you're picking up most of the bills. When you're going on dates, you're picking up that tab. You're paying for food. You're paying for basically everything. I feel like the person that takes the hit in a relationship is the man. you know, a woman gets into a relationship, they don't spend those things that they might have spent before. Like if they go to the movies, they're not spending that money no more. If they going out to eat, they're not spending that.
So when they're not single, when they're together, not spending that money. Anymore.
Yeah, I mean, women will probably do it single, or they'll have, you know, Gary as food guy, you feel me, saved in their phone, you know. Yeah, everybody got it. I got female friends. I know what y'all do. But for the most part, I think it should be 50-50. Like, why not? As opposed to, you know, one person taking all the hits. Because I know me as a man, like, I get paid, I got to think about, okay, I got to get my bills paid, but then I got to put this amount away just in case my girl wants to go out and do something. Women, I can guarantee y'all not doing that when y'all get paid. Y'all not thinking like, oh yeah, I'm gonna put this aside because my dude may want to go and do this, that, and the third. Like, it don't work like that.
All right, so you're 50-50 supporting
factor. Yeah, 50-50, both people save something.
Both people save in the relationship for the long haul.
Yeah.
That's your supporting factor.
I like that, yes.
All right, now let's hear it from the ladies. So what's going on? You said the man should be a full provider. Talk to me.
Yeah, I feel like a man should be a full provider, but to like a certain extent. I don't feel like, you know, the woman shouldn't be able to. No, I'm not. I'm not backing out.
Make sure.
But she could help. You know what I'm saying? I know there's a lot of men who strictly just want to be the provider. They tell their ladies, hey, I don't want you working. I just want you to be at home, take care of the household, cook, clean, you know, do all these other things. So it's like a lot of men that I know that are like that. What if the woman's just like, okay, this is what my husband wants. Let's say they're married. This is what my husband wants. Should she go against what her husband wants? No, she's going to do what her husband is telling her to do, right? So let's just say it's a relationship where they're just dating. They're just boyfriend and girlfriend. I feel like a woman should contribute, like on dates and different stuff like that. Cadet says, oh, women don't, blah, 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 blah.
What about the first date?
That's not, first date, you should definitely be handling.
50-50 on the first date?
Dude.
No.
I appreciate when a woman says, hey, I'm going to pay for this date. I love that.
That's cool, but if you're asking me out, I don't think I should be the one to have to. I don't think so.
Okay, we're asking dudes out now.
I'm not saying I wouldn't do it though. I'm not saying I wouldn't do it, but I don't feel like I have to. I think that's just common courtesy. You asking somebody out, hey, I'm going to take care of our dinner, our drinks. I want to take you out, you know, whatever. Then let it be that. But I think it just goes back to just with kind of like, I don't want to say gender roles, but it's kind of like gender roles. Everybody kind of looks at the man as the sole provider, the protector anyways. So majority of men want to be that. You know what I mean? I think it's just now that, you know, it's 2018, they're like, you need a 50-50 whatever.
Okay, we're still talking about 2018
But I'm still old-fashioned.
Old-fashioned, yeah.
I'm still old-fashioned. And a lot of people are still old-fashioned. Now, for the ones who aren't, I still feel like they should go back to those roots. I still feel like they should really...
Let a man do his thing.
Let a man do his thing. Let a man be a man. Not to say if you're going 50-50 that you're not a man.
Right.
But
me personally, okay, so like what about when women suggest a date? Should y'all pick up the tab on that? Because a lot of women will be like, oh, when you gonna take me out? You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like the same thing along the line.
That's true. For me, I think because as you guys know me, I'm very like just on my feet.
We know.
But I think I would suggest it and have you think, oh yeah, she's gonna want me to pay whatever, and I'm gonna hit a curveball at you and take care of the bill.
See, and that will keep you around for the long haul.
Right, but that's just me though, because I would want to throw a curveball, but everybody's not thinking like that. Everyone's not thinking like, oh, you know, hey, he's taking me out on a date, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and pay for him, whatever. Me being me, I would do that just to get your mind like, oh, damn, hold up, now she just paid for a date. You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, I can feel you on the old fashioned, because me as a man, like, I feel like I should pick up the tab. But not every time do I want to pick up the tab.
No,
because I didn't want to go to this place.
Right.
I know you wanted to go, so therefore I got to pick up the tab just because I'm the man in the situation.
Right.
Why can't we go 50-50 on something that you wanted to do and not necessarily me? Because I don't want to go see Titanic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to watch that movie.
It doesn't matter if it's what she wanted to do or if he wanted to do. Like, if you just want to pick up the tab, you just want to pick it up. It shouldn't be based off because
I don't think
she
man
wanted
necessarily wants to pick up the tab. It's just something like just society has just said like
it's in your nature to
you gotta pick it up. Yeah.
He said a word that's very key, and our audience really feel that word as well. So like society, like as far as impact when it comes to that, do you feel like that narrative as far as like men being providers is society imposed?
I think so, but then I think people like the city girls kind of like jacked it up along the way. You feel me? Like,
but this is recent. You saying city girls are gonna make a big?
Listen,
Listen, a lot of girls were thinking how the city girls were thinking before, but now that there's somebody being like a spokesperson and putting it out there, they're like, yeah. Swipe them visas. Yeah, you're supposed to take me out. Yeah, you're supposed to whatever.
Pay my car note. I don't even know your name. Like, what you asking for right now?
But now, are we talking about somebody that you're in a relationship with, deep in a relationship, or is it somebody you're just dating and you're dating several other people?
Nowadays,
because if you're just dating several people, you're not obligated to do anything for anybody. That's how I see it.
I don't think nowadays people differentiate anymore. If I'm talking to you or she's talking to me, whatever, people are bold. They will be like,
true.
yo, I want this amount of money. Can you let me hold this or pay this, that, and the third? A lot of people are bold these days. Yeah. I'm from the old school. Don't come at me like that.
Yeah. I agree. Now with that, I agree.
What if you got it? It ain't tricking if you got it.
Nah, it's still tricking. It's still tricking.
Hey, listen.
Cadet ain't tricking out here, man.
Listen, the conversation is getting heated, and we can get to the meat of this. But right before we get to it, we'll be right back, okay? Stay tuned, guys. If you want to interact with the actual panelists and what they're saying, use the hashtag. Let's talk about it on our social media platforms, guys. We'll be right back.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl Lenny. Now you are watching your weekly fix. Let's jump right into the newsfeed. So guys, unfortunately, we're gonna be starting on a sad note because actor and the Empire star Jussie Smollett has been hospitalized this past week in Chicago after he was violently attacked. Now, investigators are saying that he was attacked by two white men wearing ski masks that were yelling out racial and homophobic slurs to him. Now, they even beat him and tied a noose around his neck, and it's just freaking sad that it's 2019 and this is still happening. So a lot of celebrities were sending him his get well wishes on social media. Here at The Fix, Jussie, we wish you a speedy recovery. Get well soon. So guys, check this out. Apparently, the Groove FaceTime feature has been put on hold after Apple discovered a bug. So they're saying that users are able to call another person and eavesdrop on their conversations even if they don't pick up the phone. Isn't that freaking crazy? So, it is said to turn off your FaceTime feature on your settings until they release a new update. And ironically enough, it happened on World Privacy Day. So guys, if you have a significant other that's crazy, you better watch out. And your FBI agent is watching, so don't be doing nothing crazy. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Lenny with your weekly fix. That wraps it up. Until next time.
This segment was brought to you by Dreams Geometry. Are you tired of doing social media marketing without any results? Contact Dreams Geometry Social Media Marketing Agency today. They can help you find the best angle to reach your customers and help grow your business. Contact them today at info@dreamsgeometry.com.
Welcome back to The Fix. All right, guys, thank you guys for watching all the platforms. Now, we just heard from the panelists and what they thought about our actual topic. Now, I'm going to try to ask a few questions. So if you guys want to actually get in with the conversation at home, use the hashtag. Let's talk about it. All right, first question. Who wants it?
Cadet.
Man, Cadet.
I'm even scared on the female side.
Oh, I ain't scared.
Hey. In what situation is it acceptable for the man to ask for help?
To ask for help. If he ain't got it, it's okay, man. I know we're very, very proud. Like, I don't know, me personally in the past, I would go in the reds and ask for help. Like, hey, I got it. Don't worry about it.
You ask the homie?
Nah, I don't even ask the homies, to be honest. Like, make something happen, man. Hey, it's always gonna happen, but I feel like certain situations, if you're in a situation where you're living with the person, you gotta pay rent with the person, but you was handling it, but you this year, for whatever reason, you ain't got it, ask for help. When it's something that affects the other person, ask for help.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's a mature answer, because you're not just
You agree with Cadet?
Yeah, I agree, because
Somebody timestamp that, please. Somebody timestamp when Daphne agreed with Cadet.
I agree with him sometimes.
All right, go ahead.
Because the thing about it, the reason why I say that's a mature answer is because you're not just thinking about yourself. If you're living with somebody, this is somebody else's roof. You know what I mean? You don't want, you're thinking about somebody else. So, yeah. And I think men should just ask for help, period. Or just women, whoever. If you're in a relationship and you're with someone and you need help, just ask. Like he said, I think it's not just men. I think people are just prideful, but really men, they don't want to, especially come to their girl, hey, I need help, whatever the case may be. So I just feel like at whatever time, when you need it, you in the negatives or whatever, just ask. I was in a relationship where the person had no problem just asking to the point I almost got annoyed, to be honest with you.
That creates a crutch, man.
Yeah, because then it's like, dang, it's like you.
What if they ain't got it? They always got to ask.
No, but listen, sometimes it's just like, oh, well, I just don't have it because I know I'm gonna always go to her and she's gonna have it. You didn't really try to get it. So it's like, for me, it became like a, dang, again?
You know like M. Scott.
Yeah.
Because that's why with the homies, like, if I come to them, I'm like, yo, let me hold this real quick till this day. They know for a fact, like, all right, he need it.
Right.
Like, if you, like you said, like, if you're doing that all the time, it's kind of like, you know, the boy that cried wolf. It's like, all right, dog, like, nah, I'm going to say no this time just because you feel like,
you're too
like
comfortable
you said,
now.
I'm not Am Scott, I'm your girl.
Right.
Man, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, as I opened the show and said that, you know, there's a old saying that men were providers and women weren't, but now it's like women are working and things like that. So what are some things that can influence the change in who the provider is? So what are some things that can come in between the relationship that can swap that, whether a woman become the provider?
Income.
So
if she's slowly just making way more than him, she has more to spread. She's a little bit more flexible in where her finances go.
Okay,
so,
income?
Yeah, so.
What do you got?
Definitely income. Because, you know, the statistic says that, like, you know, not saying if you graduate from school that you are guaranteed to make more money, but it helps along the way of getting a career.
Okay.
A little bit something more steady.
Yeah. But the statistic says that more women graduate from college than men do. You know
That was my next thing. So income-wise, so what classify as a, you know, like a thing that's okay for them to do to earn income in order for them to be the provider? Does that make sense? So what
do you mean?
What is the trade that they have to be in that creates more income for the man to be okay with them being the provider?
It should be anything.
Yeah, I don't think it matters.
I don't think it matters, yeah.
'Cause I seen something.
Could be anything.
Would you? Okay, so
Escort
you're married to
service.
somebody, right? But you making 6 figures, he's making 40K or whatever, right? Would you allow him to be a stay-at-home dad? And you be like the sole provider? Just gonna throw that curveball in there. You thinking too hard.
Do you think, brother?
You don't want him to stay home? No?
Because I don't want you, okay. I don't want you to feel like, as a man, you're not really putting your foot in and helping your family out. Because I feel like a man would kind of feel like, oh, you want me to just stay home? Most men probably won't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, dang.
2018, someone will.
True. But at the same time, if I'm making 6 figures, it might be like, you know what, babe, you don't have to work because I got it.
Yeah.
So I think it just depends on the person. It depends on the foundation of the relationship and where you guys are at. But if
insecure.
And the person's insecure. But if I had to choose, I would still want them to work, just to have your own thing, your own identity, your own, you know, like just your own thing. We already know the obvious, I make more than you. I don't want you to feel any less that, oh, you can stay home.
All right, now, we didn't go too much in depth, but like, what if the person does something maybe that's not really so friendly of the relationship, but they make more than you?
You saying, so if I was married to a stripper?
Yeah, if you were married to a stripper, maybe like an escort.
Ew, wait a minute.
Whoa.
Nah, you go too far.
She making money? She making bread?
Nah, you go too far.
Are they married or in their relationship?
They're married.
I don't even care. What, married?
If they're married, that means he was okay with it from the jump, so he couldn't have an issue with it now.
What if she never told him? Y'all know y'all good at the line.
The average couple, you know what your spouse is doing as an occupation. So if you were dating her and she was a stripper and you were okay with it enough to marry her, you should still be okay with it while you're married. Well, what's going to change?
All right. Well, let's move on to the next question.
You can answer that?
Nah, I'm not answering that one. I need to fit on that one. It's not happening.
All right. Can either decision influence the length or strength of the relationship?
Or what, exactly?
Basically, if the female becomes the sole provider, or, you know, the male becomes the sole provider, can that influence the length or strength of the relationship?
I think it can. I think it takes a strong man to really be secure in who he is to be okay with his wife being the sole provider.
Okay.
So if he's secure and if he's strong, then the relationship will last. But if he's not, it's going to be so much tension and so many things that affects other areas in a relationship, it's not going to work.
Me personally, as a man, like, I don't want to be the sole provider. Like, I don't want my woman to be completely dependent on me to where she's, like, just helpless. Like, that's not a turn off for me. Like, I want a woman that can do for herself and make me want to do for her.
Okay.
As opposed to I have to. Like, oh, man, she ain't got a car, I got to take her. Oh, and she ain't got a job, I got to pay for this, that, and the third. Like, I don't want that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, in that aspect, that's my opinion. Now,
Okay. Now let's talk about real life experiences. Have you guys ever dated someone and asked? Let's start with the gentleman. Have you ever dated a woman and asked for her financial background and where she stands?
For her financial background?
Has he ever asked or they asked him?
No, has he ever asked a woman, what's her financial background before getting into a relationship?
Nah, I don't think that's a conversation people have, but I think that's a conversation that need to be had.
Okay.
Because people be living crazy out here, man. Like, hey, shouts out to Miami, but that Miami lifestyle, man, people go broke trying to keep up with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody want to keep up with the Joneses. Not even just say Miami, but that's just what
people, period.
Yeah.
They just want
to keep up with the Joneses, but your money don't, it don't
act
add
wage,
up with how you want to live.
You're supposed to act your wage.
Act your wage, yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Do you ever do a screening for the fellas when you date?
I never have, but I probably should. But I never have. Maybe if I did, oh Lord.
Oh man, no shade.
So, any real life experience you guys ever had? Like, have you ever been in either situation where you were the full provider, and how did that work out?
The full provider?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I was paying for $300 hairstyles, man. That was killing me.
$300 hairstyle?
Oof.
They should have hit that, right?
Never again. Oh yeah, I should have got away from that.
How did that work out? Well, obviously it didn't work out. You're single, but I'm saying. Like, what was that?
Facts. You right. I mean, in the moment, you in love. You gonna do what you gonna do, right? But if it's not love there, I don't think I would do that. Be the sole provider, like that's very stressful, man. Cause like it's no longer.
You guys aren't married.
Yeah, it's like why am I doing this? Do I really
married.
need to be doing this? No. And then you cut the person off. It's like, bro, this is a choice, not a.
All right. What about you, Daph? Have you ever been the sole provider in a relationship?
I've never been the sole provider, but I've probably provided too much.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
How did that work out?
Like, I need that same energy you just gave me.
It was frustrating. It really was frustrating.
Single just like me. So yeah, all right.
It was frustrating.
So Daph's single. But anyway,
what is
now
this about? What is
we
this
have
about?
just a few more questions for you guys. Of course, guys, if you're watching, please interact with us. Let's talk about it on social media. And if you're watching on TATV, please log on to our social media platforms. That's at The Fix Orlando and tell us what you guys think. All right. Now, what the question I have for you guys, what if she offered to take full responsibility financially and the man is used to be a provider? So now, does that understanding take place, or should he give up that right and just let her do it?
What if she decides that she wants to be the sole provider? Would the man be okay with it? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, he's used to always giving and being the sole provider. She's coming in wanting to be.
Yeah, she's making millions or whatever.
I think it depends on the man. Because the man, he might say, okay, you're making millions. Hey, I don't have to work no more, whatever. But you might meet another man that's like, nah, I still want to work.
Stedman's. Oprah and Stedman, you feel me?
Oprah and Stedman.
Yeah.
Does he work? What does he do?
I don't think he do nothing but collect the check, man. I don't know.
He probably feels like, okay, but then again, they might have that understanding.
Right.
So it's kind of hard to say.
So should the man be okay to understand that?
Me personally, I'm a Zoe man. That ain't rocking.
Talk to me about
So you would still
Talk to me about the Zoe man.
Yeah, of course. Like, honestly, man, when you come from the islands, man, it's just different. Mm-hmm. It's different, man. We got a different,
even if you gotta work three jobs.
You do as
three jobs.
Yeah, you just gotta do it.
Yes, but you talking about Zoe men. I know a lot of Zoe men out there who
They're dependent.
are at home. They're not even that. They're at home selling whatever their little jobs are, and the wife is working 2-3 jobs. She's working 2-3 jobs.
Taxi?
She's working 2-3 jobs.
Right.
And you're barely bringing it.
Well, okay.
And they're okay with it.
This Zoe man, I'm not with it. Like, even if my girl was making millions, I'm not the type of person that, she's making millions, I'm gonna feel any less of a man.
Yeah. See, because you're secure.
Yeah, that, I just don't put it out there, you feel me? But at the same time, like, I still know that I need to know that I'm doing for me.
Okay.
Or for us. Even if it might not make a difference, really.
And that's exactly why I said I wouldn't want, if I was just up there making all that money, I wouldn't want my dude just to not work, just so he could feel like a man. Feel like
you don't necessarily need to be the man, but you need to feel like you're the man.
That's another thing. So that's my final question. What if being a full provider come with less time in a relationship? Is it worth it?
I don't know about
That's just
that.
a sacrifice you just have to make.
It comes down to understanding.
Yeah.
A lot of understanding. Because, like, I got an uncle in Jersey, you feel me? Like, he got his hands in everything. He knows those.
Mm-hmm.
But he do real estate, he do this, that, and the third. But, like, he'll leave early morning and come in late. You know what I'm saying? But understanding. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like,
is his wife a stay-at-home mom or?
no, she works. She a nurse, but you know, she has the understanding to know like, okay, he's doing this, that, and the third. I feel like you still got to focus on home every now and then, right? But you got to take care of home. And
you have to
home
find a
begins
balance.
with your woman. Yeah, really like having a roof over your head or the power's on. Like you got to make sure the people that's inside of there is good too. Like not just
like mentally where their heads at, how they feeling.
Material stuff is cool, but like, are you checking in with them? It's okay. I feel like you can do that and still be okay.
All right, guys, you guys heard it from the panelists. They gave us exactly what they thought about our topic today, which is should the man be a full provider or go 50-50 with his partner? Or should she be a full provider and go 50-50 with her partner? All right, now we're gonna come back with the final thoughts with our panelists. So if you are at home, remember, let's talk about is the hashtag you use on our social media platforms. So stay tuned, guys. We are back.
So my name is Amanda. I'm from Orlando, and I'm the founder of Let Me Vent Sis. Let Me Vent Sis is basically an event that I came up with the help of a couple ladies in Orlando. It's an event for women who just need a vent, who need to let loose. I figured we hold in so much that, you know, we need a vent. And I thought adding on wine was like very dope because wine helps loosen us up and stuff. I know when I drink wine, I might tell you all my business, you know? And it's not even like, not in a bad way, but like literally, like I noticed that we are more angry when we, you know, have so much built in, you know, issues. So letting it go and all in one room with a whole bunch of different girls is hard, but it's very therapeutic. So I started talking about, you know, my sexual abuse and my domestic violence situations, and that's what opened me up to start Let Me Vent Sis. In a relationship, me personally, I believe in 50-50. A lot of people might chew me up for my answer, but like what works for you, them, it might not work for us, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like I would not allow a man to fully take care of me. Because one day he could pick up and say, I don't want you, I'm done, you know? But when it's 50-50, you know, you guys are equal in a sense, you know what I'm saying? And you don't have too much to worry about. You still have that, you know, sense of independence, you know? So that man can't just take everything from you. Also, I do believe that men do get stressed out. As much as we feel like men don't have feelings, they do have feelings. If a man is coming home every day, he's working hard, he's taking care of everything, sometimes us as women, we snap on them for not being able to do one thing, but we don't realize that he's working hard to do everything. I wouldn't want to put that stress on my man because I believe in not stressing my man out. Having a guy pay all the bills is just not my thing personally, but yeah, that's just me though.
Final thoughts. We want to make sure we get the people what they need to hear or what you guys think should be the final thought. Any advice for anybody who's in either situation? Somebody's in the full provider situation or 50-50. What is some advice that you can give them from a woman perspective?
I think the best advice that I can give is just to make sure you guys communicate and have that understanding. If you're in a relationship where your man is saying, hey, babe, I want you to just be at home, take care of home, I'm the sole provider. If that's what you guys want, that's the conclusion y'all come to, cool. If you guys have a conversation and it's, hey, it's 50-50, whatever, it all has to depend on what you guys want collectively. You know what I'm saying? It can't be, or either, or this is what you're gonna do, like a dictatorship. You know what I'm saying? It has to be 50-50. So whatever you guys decide, it has to be you guys deciding. It has to be collectively. It cannot just be one or the other. Okay. So the best advice I would give is communicate, figure out what you want, your plan. Because when you're in a relationship and then when you get married, it's a whole different, a whole ball game.
It's no longer, you know, you, it's us.
Right.
Everything you do.
And like we were saying earlier, like Cadet was saying, like that answer he gave, whatever happens, the decision that he's making affects the woman. So he can't just think about himself anymore. It has to be, okay, I need to think about what I'm doing and what we're going to be doing. You know what I'm saying? So we need to talk about it.
Any advice for the fellas if they're in either situation?
Slow it down, man. We be rushing relationships, man. Like, you gotta have these dialogues, these questions, these hypotheticals. Like, yo, what if I were to lose my job? Like, how would you handle that? Would slow me
Pick
down.
the person's brain.
Yeah,
especially when you're dating. Like,
pick the brains. We not doing that no more. We just
Yeah.
be on some, you know, we trying to get the cheeks. You get the cheeks. Oh, she cool. Then you hang around. Then you find out like all these things that you can't deal with forever, and that's just what it is. But I think people just gotta slow it down. We gotta have that conversation. Like, throw out those scenarios. Like, these scenarios are real scenarios, man. Like, she could be in a hardship. He could be in a hardship. You gotta know. And not to say conversation is really gonna speak it into light, because people talk all the time, but actions speak louder than words.
That's
So,
true.
but you still want to know, that someone can tell you a lot about, you know, how they'll move in a situation through the conversation, and then from there you move on and see how it goes. But communication, once again.
if you guys talk
gotta have
about
that
different scenarios, like that scenario you just read, and like, hey, what would you do in this situation?
Yeah.
You can kind of like, okay, just you know what I'm saying, just conversation, period. Because when you're with somebody, you're supposed to talk about everything, anyways. So
Yeah.
you gotta really pick that person's brain and see where their mindset's at.
Okay. Well, you guys heard it. Some of the advice that both Cadet and Daphne has given. Hope you guys put these advice into play. If you guys want to give more advice and basically interact with the advice they're giving. If you disagree, because you can disagree. On the Fix, we do allow the open platform to disagree. So let us know. Use the hashtag. Let's talk about it if you're on our social media platform. So this wraps it up. I'm the host, Marc The Dreamer, and I had my beautiful co-host,
What's my name again?
Daphne.
No.
No.
Goddess. My apologies.
I got
We
the
had
crown
the
today,
goddess
ladies. So
on stage. And then we had Cadet.
Yeah.
All right, that wraps it up, guys. We'll see you next time, next Monday, same time. Tell a friend. We're here, baby. Have a great time. See y'all.